actually. I decided, like, 'cause it's all over the place. But I wouldn't know if it's a donkey or a mule on the front of the Jeep, but whatever it is, lead the way. Also, in case I don't get to mention this again, which I should, but this is the Badlands National Park, and if you're ever in South Dakota, I know it looks kind of barren and stuff, but you really need to visit this place. It's really special. We take it for granted a bit because we come through here so often, you know, for feed and go to the bank and different things, but you really need to visit this place.
I got their protein tubs, mineral tubs, a combination of just a little bit of whatever needed in several different types of tubs. They usually weigh about 200, 250 pounds. You put them out so that the cows can eat them. Usually they lick them though is the thing, because they're just a big solid block in there. So the only way they can is just to lick them like a salt block until they can break off a chunk and eat it. We're only getting, you know, a truck full of them. We're taking them down to a feed store down in Martin area.
Well, when I first asked Dustin to say, I'm just going to say it, I asked Dustin, what are we going to do? Going to get things for cows to lick.
I mean, is it wrong? It's not technically wrong.
It's not wrong.
But then Mom couldn't help herself and she couldn't stop laughing.
Well, I mean, it does something. So if you're ever in South Dakota, like we said, we think you need to come to Badlands, but you also really, really, really need to visit Wall Drug. This is Wall. It's not a big town. There's not much to it, but Wall.
But it has a lot of personality.
It has a lot of personality, and Wall Drug is pretty special. And where will you find signs of Wall Drug, Gus?
You can find signs across the world. You'll find them all along the interstates in this great land. I know there's a sign in Germany, and Elon Musk, when you get to Mars, there'll be a sign there that says it's only about 900,000 miles to go, so you know where to go.
A lot of times Dustin hauls cattle or hay or gravel, where, you know, the hay you have to strap down, but for the rest, I mean, cattle are locked in a compartment. But this is a little different.
Yeah, these ones are a little more difficult because, like say, the barrels themselves are just held like 4 to a pallet, and they just stack up 2 pallets tall. But they're held onto the pallet with nothing more than a couple rolls of saran wrap. And if you know anything about 250-pound tubs, that saran wrap ain't holding them. The bottom ones are held on because of the weight of the top pallet. But in order to hold everything together, I've got a set of boards back there that I stole from the feed store.
Borrowed,
quote unquote. We'll see if he gets them back, but I may take them for some design modifications, but
anyway,
they're going to get thrown over top of each pallet's worth of tubs on either side of the trailer. That way when I throw a strap over, I pull the strap tight, it pulls it over top of them boards, and it pulls into each of the tubs. So basically it allows me to basically actually haul these things like a pallet instead of trying to figure out how on earth I'm going to hold tubs that will roll and rotate and swivel until they fall off and break.
And it's super important, isn't it, to keep them secure.
Consider we're going to be coming down the interstate. Last thing I need to be doing is dropping 250-pound tubs. It's bad enough when a rock comes off your tire and hits somebody's windshield.
Yeah.
That's bad enough.
That's bad.
But technically, there's nothing they can do. That's road damage, whatever. Everybody gets that, no matter if it's a truck, car, or what. I lose cargo off this thing?
Yeah.
The truck's going away if I'm not going to jail.
Right. Well, and then